Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have some very special guests here in the studio. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Chevrat DuBose.
And I'm Mike DuBose, and we own the Blasian Asian.
Yes, thank you guys so much for coming on. I'm so excited. And the first question I always ask my guests is, what brought you to Waco? Or are you a Waco native?
Okay, so we're not a Waco native. We did come by way of Seattle.
Oh, wow.
We lived in Seattle for about 20-ish years before leaving. Originally, I'm military, so I bounced around. Originally, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, wow.
Chevy is from a little bit further.
Way from Cambodia.
Cambodia,
Yeah.
wow.
And moved to Seattle. And just stayed there. We lived there for 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you met the love of your life?
Yes.
She hunted me down.
She hesitated.
She hunted me down.
Yeah, that's why I had
okay.
to fly from Cambodia to Seattle.
Well, now you guys are here in Waco, and you guys are business owners. So tell me all about it.
So we came to Waco because of a job. So we both are from the aeronautical engineering kind of field. So we both worked at a company called Honeywell Aerospace. There I did engineering for avionics. And Chevy, what'd you do?
Electronic assembly.
Yeah. So the mechanism that she worked on were actually part of military weapons.
Oh, wow.
So they have a tracking chips in them, and Chevy did those.
That's cool.
And got into a little different business. We went to big business and get involved with Jeannie that does the scissor lifts, the aerial work platforms, and came down here because they had a facility here. So I came here to oversee that, and that's how we got here.
Yay.
Yeah.
And so now you guys are here. So you guys are obviously very smart. I don't know anything about that. My brother's an A&P mechanic, but I don't know anything. I have a liberal arts degree, but now you guys are in the restaurant business. So tell me about that transition.
For grow up back home, I grew up around the food. My dad's side, they love food, so they always cook the food. And my mom's side, they have all her families is in the business. And then my uncle, some of my uncle, my aunt, they have the restaurant. So I grew up around food all my life. So when I moved here, not here, I'm in Seattle. It's different. When back home they have, when we step outside, it's food everywhere.
Wow.
So you don't have to cook. Anything you can't even think of,
Yeah.
you can find. And you just get right there. You hungry, just go get it. Here you have to pick, what do you want to eat today? What a restaurant, and you have to drive, go here and there. That's how I learned how to cook. I said, I better cook something. If you want to now, cook.
Yeah.
And then certain thing I can't find, Yeah, I can't find what I want, what I grew up used to eat. So that's how I end up know that I like to cook.
Yeah, I love that. And so you guys have been doing this for 7 years now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So tell me about how you guys got started and how you got to where you are now.
So here's the story. I'll tell you the story.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, there's a story.
So while I was working at Jeannie, there's a number of employees that we had, and Chevy used to come and bring me lunch, and I would share with them. And there's a sandwich that she made that everyone really, really liked. So eventually it grew, and everyone said, "Hey, can Chevy bring these sandwiches?" And eventually she started bringing more and more, and they say, "Hey, you know what?
Making
I want to get one.
Like
I want to
that.
get one for my wife. Can we buy one?" So she started doing that, and we laugh and kind of joke about it. But I guess the Blasian Asian got started because Chevy was slinging sandwiches out of the back of her SUV. So, but we have a little one. So we had a little one when we moved here, Ariana, and by the time she got to kindergarten age, Chevy had stayed home with her, and kindergarten came about, and I think Chevy said, "Hey, Ari's in school now. I gotta do something. I gotta get the heck out of this house.
Stay home.
Yeah, so with the people saying, "Hey, you should really do something with food," we decided we were going to get a little food truck. So we got a little food truck.
Yeah, we got a food truck first.
It was a little small, a real small food truck.
Because I never think we don't have any plan for like, okay, I want to open a restaurant or anything like that. I just, hey, that's my passion. I like to cook. I like to share with everybody.
I love
friend and family. That's all.
So when we were making a budget and the plan, because I was still doing engineering, so I was traveling quite a bit.
Yeah,
so
you're still working. It's only
still
me.
Working. We said and we forecasted if we can do how many plates?
6 to 8 plates.
If we do 6 to 8 plates a day, then we can break even eventually in this amount of time. Our return on investment on 6 to 8 plates a day.
I just want to those free time when I drop the kid off, so I have some free time. And then when the kid come home, and then I come home, that's all. I didn't know what we end up to stuck.
Yeah. So 6 to 8 plates we forecast about $80 we were anticipating. If we can make $80 a day, hey, that's a win. Yay, go team, go. So we didn't make a big deal about opening a food truck. We were right there on University and Franklin. That little, they called it Chowtown at that time. So we opened there, and literally all we did was just open the door and just sat. And by the time we were done,
we choose to open. Remember, we opened after it
was December.
No, after Thanksgiving. Yeah, close to December. After Thanksgiving, because we think Baylor, they can take they on vacation. They take a break.
They ease into it. Baylor's gone. It's kind of slow.
Because we don't want to. And if they get hit or something like that.
So we intentionally opened in December so that we can kind of ease into it. Well,
because I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
So when we opened,
yeah, when we opened, I thought we're like, that's fine. We just turn the sign. Time. We open at 11 o'clock. We turn the sign, open, and that's it. My God, I was like, that today gonna be easy.
Oh no!
The minute Mike said, "Mom, just turn around and everything's fine." I start cooking and I turn around. I saw the line.
Oh no!
I'm like, I'm panicked. He said, "It's okay." In my head, this is not okay. What I'm gonna do?
Yeah, so we definitely got more volume than we anticipated.
That's good.
It got to the point where we didn't want to say we're closed, so we kind of tried to deter by saying, "Hey, it's an hour-long wait before we can get to your order." And everybody said, "That's okay, we'll wait."
That's fine.
So, oh my God, that's not what I wanted to hear. So when we closed, we sat, just her and I, in the trailer, just kind of staring. What did we do?
Oh no!
What did we get ourselves into? Right, and it's been full steam ahead ever since.
Yeah. So you transitioned from a food truck to your location at Union Hall.
So there was actually a mini transition. So we outgrew that trailer. So 6, maybe 7 months later, we got a really big trailer.
Truck. Yeah.
We got a really big trailer, and it had all the amenities that we wanted and so forth. And for anybody who's thinking about doing a food truck, let me give you some advice. That air conditioning unit that's on the top, it's just for show. In Texas, that air conditioning could not keep up. So it was about 125 degrees in there, somewhere around there.
Yeah, summer in Texas is, oh my God.
Coming from Seattle, I can understand.
Yeah.
Right. So we had that little transition from a small food truck to a larger food truck. And then right about exactly the 3-year mark, the opportunity for Union Hall came up, and we took advantage of that. And we transitioned from the large food truck to the Union Hall facility.
Yeah, and you guys have been in Union Hall pretty much since it opened, right?
Yep, since it opened, we were one of the first ones. We built that little pod there, so they have individual restaurants inside. So we built that, from the frame. And we've been there ever since. Wow. We're still there. We're still there now.
And then now we have the most exciting development.
Yeah, absolutely. So
celebrating your 1 week.
Hot off the press. So We right now are celebrating our 1 week anniversary for opening a standalone restaurant. So we were at Union Hall for 3 years, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, 3 months.
Wow.
3 years, 3 months, and then this opportunity came, and I will tell you, it's a blessing, because the way everything worked and what came with it, and the fees and costs associated just kind of played right into it, like this was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And we opened last Tuesday, and we had a soft opening.
Yeah.
Just like the food truck.
I was gonna say, I'm seeing a cycle
darn
here.
Strong. So, but you know what's different is the people who came out. They weren't people who said, "Hey, I want to try this, the Blasian Asian." It was everybody who supported us from the very first food truck. We took a lot of pictures. They signed the banner for us, but you know, and I'm gonna let Chevy get into it. But you know, the customers really quickly became friends and family, where sometimes they would come and bring their family, or when they graduate, they'd come and
they bring their parents.
Yeah, they came.
Little kid.
Yeah, there was a couple of people that came and said, "Hey, Miss Chevy, I'm graduating. You got me through college, and yeah, I'm going to air your business." So she starts crying. They start crying, right? So we're in the restaurant.
They're a good kid.
Yeah.
They're a good kid.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. And I don't know.
Tea of joys.
Oh, yeah, that's good. But also, I've survived off your egg rolls probably more than the amount of times I probably should have. Just going over to Union, grabbing a plate of egg rolls, and then having that for the only thing I've eaten all day. So it really is important.
Thank you.
But yeah, we're so glad to have you now on Austin Avenue. So you guys are right next to Dichotomy.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, you know, that was a win. So we know Dichotomy. Dichotomy has an amazing name in the community.
Shout out Brett.
Yeah, absolutely. So when this opportunity came up and they said, "Hey, guess where it is? Right next to Dichotomy." You know, that's a great partnership. We've been there. We've supported Dichotomy by going there. We usually don't wear our Blasian Asian stuff, but you know, we've gone in there. I like what Dichotomy is. They offer the coffee, they offer the alcohol, and so forth. So it's a good blend. But more importantly, who they are in the community, as far as everybody knows Dichotomy. We felt
because
that
all
was,
the
that was good
college
for us
kids,
as well.
they can just sit there and do their homework. And
So now you can have
It's
people go
very
get
nice.
coffee and then come get food.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Well, I'm so excited that you guys are opening your own building, and
Right.
I'm sure it's been very liberating going from a smaller space, so from a small space to a bigger space to a bigger space to now an even bigger space. I'm sure that transition has been fantastic.
yeah, it's a lot more work than you think.
Yeah, I bet. Well, with that, we're going to take a break real fast, and we'll be right back.
Sounds good.
And now for a word from our sponsors.
911, what's your emergency?
Do you hear that? It's coming from the house.
It's coming from inside the house? Do you mean? Could it be?
The Poltergeist. New from Rogue Media. Two haunted hotties talking about haunted places. Every episode, we dive deep into the darkest places and give you a bit of history.
We're getting spooky in all the right places. You've gobbled your last ghoul. Follow along for the craziest and spookiest stories with Debbie's Dark Tourism. The Stanley Hotel,
Winchester House,
The Alamo,
Hotel Monte Vista,
and more spooky places. Find us at _Poltergals. POLTERGALS.
Look over your shoulder. It's us,
The Poltergals. Wherever you consume the podcast, you can find us there.
Hi, this is Sarah,
And I'm Carter.
and this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're two Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music, and we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and
vinyl.
So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
Hey, I'm Blair.
And I'm Brittany. And we're the host of
By the Cover Podcast.
We cover everything from mysteries, thrillers, romance, chick lit, and even some smut.
Don't forget the smut.
Yeah.
We're so excited to get this thing going and share this with you guys. We've been talking about this for months, and it's finally happening.
Yes.
Special shout out to Rogue Media for helping us with this.
For sure. For sure. You can find us on Instagram at bythecover_podcast.
You can also find us on Facebook and TikTok, so don't forget to give us a follow on those too also.
And we are so excited to dive into some of our favorite books and share those with you.
We can't wait. Hope you love it. And now, back to the episode. All right, and we're back. So we're just talking about the amazing transition in your new location. One of the things I love to ask is, what is the mission behind your business?
So the mission is to bring, and I'm going to let Chevy elaborate on it, but the mission is to bring a different flavor. There was already Asian food here. There's a few great Asian restaurants that are here and have been here for a long time, and we recognize that. But the taste is different. How things are put together, how the combination of spices, the combination of marinades are different. So what we wanted to do is bring to Waco a different taste that we really didn't find here.
Yeah, I love that. So are more of your recipes Cambodian? How do you develop those recipes?
Develop the recipe. For me, I just want to share that whatever that I love to eat and make the cook at home for the family, and especially when I share with my friend. And I think that the most an idea for us to do this, because we have a friend, when we share with a friend, the friend said, I love it. This is very good. Yeah. You should have built. You should have opened restaurant and thing like that. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I love that. Well, that's fantastic, and I love just bringing that.
Story.
Oh, he's gonna tell the story now.
So, and there was a pause. You notice, Chevy, when we talked about the recipe, the first thing she says, I would love Debbie to tell you what the recipe is, but I don't know. So Chevy makes her own marinades, sauces, seasonings. We roll the egg rolls every day by hand, right? But it's kind of like top secret or something. I don't know. She doesn't even tell me.
Formula?
I came into the kitchen one day and she was doing her thing, and she politely, slowly closed her book.
That's not. It's crazy. No, for me, I just want to say that's why I do this, because I want to make the same thing like we cook and eat at home. Yeah. So it's gonna be different. Then it's for the recipes, for the food is personal. Yeah. It's gonna, when you make everything yourself, everything fresh, and cook everything to order, it's gonna feel like home, like your mom cooked for you. So that is important to me. Yeah. That's why we at a food truck, I do that too. We have to make everything, chop up everything every day, and then when the customer come to order, then we make it. That's why we take a little bit longer. Yeah. But for me, I feel it's worth it. It's worth the wait when you do that, instead of cook and put in a freezer and then now you warm it up or reheat it. Yeah. It's gonna be different. That's why it tastes a little different. Yeah. That's why you love egg roll. We roll every day, and then sometimes egg roll run out all the time. Sometimes they not even have pork egg roll. We have vegetarian because we roll to go. So that's why you can tell,
Yeah, I love that. Are you guys planning on expanding your menu or keeping it as is? Or what are your goals? What are your plans for the new location?
For me, the food and cooking is because I'm a food lover. So food and cooking is my passion. So I want to cook everything, but I have only like 2 hands, and even we have employee have and thing like that. But especially we cook to order. Yeah, it's take a lot of time. And now we in downtown in Austin Avenue. Most customer when they come in, I think all the worker they have only 30 minutes.
Wow.
So lunch breaks are 30 minutes,
like,
so we have to
be fast and everything make fresh, and then we have to prepare ready ahead and to able to cook fresh for them and ready in less than 30 minutes for them. It's kind of tough, so I have to figure it out first. But I would love to add some more. Maybe they have like lunch special or for weekly special or something like that. I would love to that.
So you that garlic pepper shrimp that's new. It's been flying out of there.
I love that.
There's a tilapia, sweet and sour tilapia.
Sweet and sour tilapia.
Then you have
and
what's that?
Cambodia type of beef called lok lak.
Ooh. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
those
definitely
are-
gonna have to
There's a coconut dessert.
Yeah, coconut jelly, coconut pudding. It's like that.
And kind of similar.
Yeah, that's on the menu. That's a new menu for us.
So
Wow.
there's
Yeah.
a couple more things that the wizard here has brewing,
Whipped
but
up.
she just hasn't pulled it out. So a funny story.
have
Real
the
quick, I'm gonna go
customers.
back to the food truck. So when we said we were gonna do the food truck, and I'm gonna make this quick. We said we are gonna do the food truck, and hey, what are you gonna put on the menu? Chevy had a menu so big that most restaurants couldn't handle it. So there's a lot of things in our
Because
mind.
I love
so-
everything, so I want to have
we will
everything.
be expanding our menu even more than it is already. There's a couple things that she allows the employees, and there's some certain loyal customers that literally were our very first customers that we usually call them, say, hey, I got a new dish, can you come over here and try this,
Yeah, we have some dish that I just cook and give it to employee. We have, and then let them try, and they say they love it.
And now you're like, great. Now I gotta make more of it.
Says, can we put? So yeah,
I love that.
it's coming.
Yeah. Well, that's so cool. And it sounds like you guys always have had such an amazing community response. But what has it been like being POC business owners here in the Waco community?
So I will tell you that the Waco, and we get a little emotional on this one. So the Waco community as a whole has been so receptive to us, and let's call it for what it is. I'm African American, Chevy is Asian American, interracial marriage, family, and so forth. But we got a lot of support, and I would be lying if I didn't say that I saw other, but that's kind of life. But the support that we got from Waco is really what kept us going. So we moved into Union Hall 2 days before the governor said we're going to close all restaurants in public. Literally 2 days.
Yeah, because
Wow.
because of COVID.
Because of COVID. And so we were kind of a little stressed,
Yeah.
as would be. But we got phone calls, texts, emails. People came by, they stopped by the house, and told us, you know what, you've really done a lot for the community. We got you. And we took it for face value, but holy moly.
We have a lot of we have a lot of support. So local is the best. They support us every step of the ways.
Yeah,
we are a blessing.
We've talked about it, and like I said, it's emotional for us because we never said we do a lot in the community, and
Yeah.
I'll talk about that in a minute. But we didn't anticipate the return support.
Yeah.
Okay, it got very, very busy when everyone was getting laid off because of COVID and places shut down. We had to hire like 15 people in a matter of a week, trying to keep up with the volume.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So Waco really, really kept us going and kept our doors open.
Yeah.
And Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, African American Chamber of Commerce, Hewitt Chamber of Commerce, NAACP. We're very active in mentorship in the community. A really good fraternity brother of mine, who's a Freemason with me.
Wow.
Jeremy Davis has a group called Mentor Waco, and we do things with them as well. But and Waco Chamber of Commerce, I'm coming. That's we talked about that. We need to get over there and join the chamber. But we do that because that's who we are.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, you can tell genuine people they do it because that's who they are, not because I think there's something in it for me. You know, and just it was heartwarming knowing the support that we got during the COVID. So,
yeah. I love hearing that story, and it's just so refreshing to hear, like, giving back to the community and getting that back. It's just so important for business owners and community members and these organizations to just come together and, you know, help each other out, especially during COVID. I know a lot of businesses had to adapt and transition during that period, but also a lot of businesses grew out of that, and so much creativity was going on in our city and so many new developments. So it's really crazy to see how even great things can come out of times that might have not been as great to think about.
Yeah.
Well, I absolutely love that. What is something you guys would like to see more of in Waco?
I'm always doing all the talking.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Well, you know, we have a lot of people move in, and then we have a lot of business. So we have Cambodia food. We have a lot of even more a variety, you know, like melting pot.
Yeah.
We need that
Yeah.
a little bit more. But it's since we moved here, how many years? 7 years, 8 years in July. It's Cambodia. Oh, I mean, Waco is growing very fast,
Yeah.
and it's very nice.
Yeah. I
for,
love that.
For me, I think that we interact with a lot of small businesses because of that's where we came from and how we started. And we're still, you know, a small business, so there's a lot of business relationships that we have put together. And I would like to see more small businesses chasing their dream and going out there and do it. And sometimes we look back and boy, we took some risks.
Yeah.
Right? You leave an engineering job for starting your own small business. We took some risks, but you know it paid off for us. And I think that if you're driven and you're ready to put in the work, I think that Waco offers a lot.
Waco and
even the financial piece of it. There's a lot of support here.
Yeah, Waco and is the best. They support especially small business. Yes, that's why we were here. We're here because of them.
Right.
I love that. And with that, I also love to include a shout out section. Is there anybody you want to shout out that's helped you along this journey, or anybody that supported you from the beginning?
Here's my list.
Pull out the
long list.
Don't forget anybody. They'll be mad. No, I'm kidding.
So, you know, first and foremost, I just want to say that we've definitely been blessed with what we have now, right? But everyone in the city of Waco who's accepted us and who we are and supported us, that's a big shout out. More particularly and timely, we opened that restaurant in a very, very short period of time. I don't even think it was 2 months. I think it was about a month and a half from getting the key to opening the doors. But we had a contractor, Leo Span. He actually happens to own the King's Chicken Wings and the Po' Boy. Po' boy
sandwich.
So he and his wife Janae really put in work, and we appreciate it. But a lot of my fraternity brothers, my Prince Hall Freemason brothers helped. They painted, they did plumbing, they cleaned, they scraped, they built. We put in a lot of work.
We can't done just two of us. It's too big now. It's too big.
And
but just two of us.
Real big shout out to our employees, because our employees who are in there rolling egg rolls or serving customers or taking orders, they kind of transitioned to, they were hoisting big signs. I have a picture that they were lifting the sign on top of the building. And
they do everything they can.
And they came and did flooring and that tells us that they went above and beyond. And but the thing is, they had that same pride we do.
Yeah. Well, the employee is like feel like family. We didn't feel like just employee and a boss. For them, for us, and for them too. Feel like family. That's why we're stronger.
Yeah, and you feed them, so I mean, what's better than that?
So, and then for me personally, I think the biggest shout out that I can give is to her.
Aww.
I'm not the easiest person to get along with, and I get in my mood and so forth, and she's put up with a lot of my stuff, right? But then I know that's not easy, so it's not just the business, but it's the personal side. A lot of people look at us and say, "Oh, that's cute," and look at them, but they don't think when a normal person, right, has a bad day at home, a bad day at work. Excuse me. If a normal person has a bad day at work, they go home, and then they can relax and get their mind off of things. Well, work and home are the same. So, and I would love to say that even though we smile, we've had our bad days. It definitely tests your relationships. We've had some pretty knockdown, drag-out arguments where we had to close for the day because I was pushing a little too hard. She was tired already. But,
we can't do this.
Put up a lot. So.
Well, we can't do this without each other anyway, honey. You do so much. I just know how to cook. That's all.
She's like,
marinate, cook, seasoning. That's it.
But she said she's the cook. He said he's the business.
But the build all the stuff and all the brain, computer, business and all that stuff. That's him. Clean. He would clean like on his knees and on his hand. That's that painting, all of that. That's him. I can't. I can't even know how to paint. I think that this first building that I have you paint, honey, that's the first time I paint in my life.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I found that out when you slapped all the paint in.
Oh no.
I try. I'm like, I don't know how to paint. You say, we have to do it, honey. So I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, because and speaking of painting, you also have that beautiful mural up front that you're working on.
So absolutely. So we have a local artist named Tony Bryant who has absolutely phenomenal, amazing work. The detail is mind-blowing. In fact, when Chevy saw it for the first time, she said she got chills.
Yeah,
chills. So there's a huge mural of the ladies who
the Apsara
dancers.
Right? Apsara dance.
Now the thing is, it's the same ladies that we had on our first food truck, the second food truck, the Union Hall wall, because that's kind of part of our branding.
Yeah.
You know, so we wanted to do something, but we wanted to do a little different just than a print. So he came and hand painted this one. He also did some other things that are in work, and we're excited to show those.
So people will definitely have to go check it out.
Yeah,
you need to come check it out.
It's definitely something that you want to take a photo in front of.
Yeah. He is amazing person too, honey.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, of course, give us all of your social media, where we can find you location-wise, and then last but not least, of course, where we can order the food.
Absolutely. So I would say the BlasianAsian.com is a good starting point. That is who we are. It actually has our story, who we are, where we came from. It has actually an explanation of where the name Blasian Asian came from.
Ooh.
Okay. You can find us on _Blasian_Asian_Waco. Gotta have those underscores.
All the
right?
underscores.
So that's on our Instagram, the same as the Facebook. So we have a presence on Facebook. You can find us either at the Union Hall location, which is 720 Franklin, and the brand new location. Come in and enjoy a sit down, nice casual atmosphere at 506 Austin, right next to Dichotomy. Okay, and then if you want to order, you can order from the website, but we do utilize DoorDash for our delivery service.
Yeah, we can call in order also.
Okay, perfect. So I can call it down and then go and pick it up for lunch.
For you, we'll bring it to you.
Oh.
We'll bring it to you.
You can come to the art gallery. You can come see what art we have. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on today and sharing your story. It's been so nice getting to meet you guys and hear all your stories about how you guys got started and what it's like being a husband and wife duo here in Waco. I just want to say thank you guys for everything you do for our community, and your food is absolutely delicious.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
You.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.